Now, 16 Sports with Christian Steckel.
Well, good evening, everybody. Tiger Woods hasn't won a golf tournament in 19 months, the worst slump of his career. But many expect him to be back in contention this week at the Masters, where Phil Mickelson is the favorite. I'm Christian Steckel at Annandale Golf Club in Madison, where the 2010 Viking Classic is in the books. So who goes home as champion? We'll tell you. We've got a full report coming up. So the question is, do you think that this venue could host another major championship, either put on by the PGA of America or the USGA?
Sure, there's no reason why I couldn't. That's one of the reasons why I'm here.
Good morning, Sharita and Megan. Let me tell you, the golf course here is in perfect condition. The greens are rolling about a 13 on the stimp meter. What does that mean for you at home who don't maybe speak the golf language? They are fast, and these players love it. Take a look behind me. But for now, we're live in Madison at the Viking Classic at Annandale Golf Club. I'm Christian Steckel, 16 WAPT Sports.
Now, 16 Sports with Christian Steckel.
Well, good evening, everybody. The richest tournament in professional golf is played on one of the most dramatic courses in the world. And this year, the final round of the Players did not disappoint. To the TPC at Sawgrass we go. In beautiful Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, where the famed Island Green 17th hole punishes the best in the game. We begin on the par 5 16th hole. David Toms with a one-shot lead. Toms going for it in two, and he comes up short and right in the water. Toms would bogey the hole and drop to 12 under. With this man, KJ Choi, for the lead on 17, and Choi reads it perfectly, moving to 13 under par and in sole possession of the lead. Now, Toms would par 17 and hit a perfect drive on 18, but his ball lands in a divot. Don't worry, folks, he's a pro. Check out the solid approach. It's going to land inside of 20 feet from the hole. What a play from that lie in the fairway. All right, now Choi with a pitch from just short of the green, and he shows he can handle the nerves. Great touch with so much on the line. Choi would save par on 18 and fire a 2 under par 70. He's in at 13 under. So Toms, winless in 5 years on tour, proves he still has it. The clutch birdie falls, forcing a playoff with Choi. Toms would also fire 70 in the final round. So the two men head back to the 17 for a sudden death playoff. Now, both men hit the green, and after Choi lagged it just a couple feet for par, Toms has this putt for birdie and the win, and it just slides by. And then you won't believe this. He'd played so well all week long, and he pulls the 3-footer for par. Excruciating, with his family watching by the green. So Choi calmly gathers himself and takes advantage. KJ Choi is your 2011 Players Champion, collecting over $1.7 million in his 8th career PGA Tour victory. After the round, both men spoke about the emotional day. Welcome back out live to the Viking Classic here at Annandale Golf Club. I'm Christian Steckel. You know, yesterday this course was absolutely perfect for the Tour Pros. It played hard, it played firm, and it played fair. The greens rolling around 13 on the stimp meter, but in the afternoon, the winds picked up, making it much more difficult, and that is what is expected in today's forecast. So now we bring in our meteorologist, Heather Sophia. And Heather, we've been talking about this. Obviously, as the course dries out and it gets more windy, the greens aren't receptive, they roll even faster. So what can we expect from the wind on this Friday?
Yeah, it's going to be a windy one out there, Christian.
But needless to say, the fans who came here today to Annandale Golf Club were more than disappointed, and the pros could feel their pain. After all, they're performers who like to take the stage.
Yeah, it's a bad situation for them. Golf's great because you're out in the open, you battle the elements. The elements change from day to day, so it's fun in that aspect. But when you get so much bad weather that you can't even play or you get delayed for long periods of time, it makes going to those basketball games and those football games not too bad.
All right, here with Chad Campbell, of course, the 2007 Viking champion. What's it like whenever you come back to a venue where you've won before?
It's always nice. You know, I've had a little bit of success here, so you know, excited to come back. I wasn't able to come back last year because of the Ryder Cup, but definitely glad to be back, and hopefully the place can dry out a little bit.
Year's coming to an end on the PGA Tour. At this point, kind of assess your game. How you playing? How do you like your chances this week?
I feel like I'm playing all right. You know, had a good week a couple weeks ago, so you know, feel good about my game right now. You know, hopefully I can end the year on a good note.
Everybody talking about the golf course and all the weather and all the rainy conditions and how saturated it is. How wet is it, and what can we expect the rest of the week? If this course gets more rain, how bad can it get?
You know, it's pretty wet out there right now. Hopefully, you know, today we got a little bit of wind and some sun, so hopefully it'll dry it out a little bit. And you hopefully the weather forecasters are a little bit wrong and not getting quite as much rain as we're supposed to. So just have to wait and see. We can't control it, so just hope for the best.
All right, Chad, best of luck this week. Thanks for the time.
You got it, no problem. Thanks.
Chad Campbell looking for his second win here in Madison at Annandale Golf Club. It was a crisp, sunny, breezy day at Annandale Golf Club on Sunday. Perfect for thousands of fans in attendance, but it created a firm and fast golf course and made scoring difficult in the final round of the Viking Classic. Michael Allen, the 51-year-old journeyman pro from California, who started the day 4 back, birdied the 9th hole to turn at 13 under, 2 under for the day. About 30 minutes later, when overnight leader Bill Haas bogeyed the 12th, they were tied at 14 under. But Haas regrouped, played his final 6 holes 1 under par, and despite a 3-putt bogey on the last hole, tapped in for a 3-shot win over Allen, taking the 2010 Viking Classic at 15 under par.
To get off to a good start this year and win early and kind of grind it out all year and really wanted to make that Tour Championship. But to come out here in the Fall Series and try to prove to myself that I could win again is pretty sweet.
And I love the challenge. I have a great time out here. When you play well, it's a lot of fun, and it's to have a chance to do what you like to do against the best in the world. It's a great thing at any age, So I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can.
Nobody said just because I had a 4-shot lead it was going to be easy out there, and I kept telling myself that every time I'd make a bogey or somebody make a birdie it's not meant to be easy. You got to grind it out here, and I feel like I did that pretty good.
Bill Haas won the Bob Hope Classic in La Quinta, California back in January for his first ever PGA Tour career victory. I asked him today after the round what he learned in that experience that allowed him to be so successful. He simply said, you have to be there before. Learn how to handle the emotions, the anxiety, and the stress that come with the final round on the PGA Tour. I have to tell you, he looked as calm as he ever has on the golf course today. For Johnny Turnipseed, James Foster, our chief photographer Lamont Brown, and Chris Sanders, I'm Christian Steckel. Thanks for being with us all weekend long here from the Viking Classic, and we look forward to doing it again next year in 2011. Back to you in the studio.
First of all, I played golf all over the world when I was playing. Secondly, when I started designing golf courses, I wanted to be all over the world. I was one of the first in South Africa after apartheid, one of the first into Russia after drop of the Iron Curtain. We're all over the place. I've been in Japan for years, or in China. China is the main place where golf courses are being built. I've been in China now for 15 years. So I've been part of that. And for most part of the world, when people look at a sport, and I don't care what sport it is, the gold medal at the Olympics is the crowning blow.
Mm-hmm. Is there one moment in your career that stands out above the others?
No, I hit my first day at Annandale. Absolutely, no question about it. But from a playing standpoint, all my tournaments are special. There isn't one that I would say is more special over another. Obviously, the '86 Masters, most people look back on it because I felt my career was over. So did everybody else think my career was over, and of course I won, which was pretty exciting event for me. So that was obviously very special.
You led me right to my next question. As you look back on it now after the years have passed, what was it like to have Jackie on the bag at the '86 Masters?
Well, I don't look back. I enjoyed having Jackie on the bag. It was fun. It was great to have your son with you, and but that was then. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen now and next year, the years after. I'm done playing golf. I'm looking at what can I contribute from a golfing standpoint for, I've been captain of the President's Cup team 4 times, and I've had some great guys playing on that team with me, and so I've enjoyed that. That's been a great fun to have, being able to open up Russia and China and places like that to the game of golf. That's fun. What's going to happen next? I don't know, but we will open up some more things, do more things, places. Who would have thought that Vietnam would be opening up? Vietnam is a hotbed for golf courses now. Cool. And it's unbelievable the things that are going to happen. The next thing that's going to open is going to be Cuba. Cuba's been, since 1959 supposedly, roughly around that time. But Cuba's we'll normalize relations with Cuba eventually. Cuba will be a tremendous place for hotels, vacations, golf courses, etc. So, I hope that I'm around to be able to do that.